Is Chille DeCastro bored of own board game? Jose Chille DeCastro returned to live streaming on Saturday while in the process of unsuccessfully driving to his print shop to pick up some teaching materials to use with his planned series of lectures on TikTok surrounding his Constitution HQ board game. DeCastro, fighting traffic as he attempted to get to the print shop as it closed before 3 p.m., assured his fans that his van had self-driving features and not to be concerned as it didn't need his hands on the wheel to navigate traffic. He also explained that he had trouble driving with his glasses on, as they were only for reading, but at different points in the stream, went ahead and paid more attention to his side chat than he did to the road as he was driving. DeCastro explained to his audience, which peaked at 201 consecutive viewers, that his board game was now on track for an early May 2025 launch and that there would be a teacher's edition coming out soon after. He envisioned the game being taught in classrooms across America and said he should have become a history teacher, assuring his fans that the game would be 99% done by Tuesday or Wednesday, with May 1, 2025 described as a sort of worst-case scenario. Switching gears, he announced that he now had a Teen DLZ AI team. The team was not focused on giving legal advice, but instead, was focused on showing people how to use AI tools such as ChatGPT to generate legal documents and receive legal advice. He joked that he was using ChatGPT so much that the service had tried to charge him a $200 a month service plan. DeCastro then attacked the Trump administration, calling out untied State's Attorney General Pam Bondi, Director of the Federal Bureau of Investigation Kash Patel and Deputy Director of the Federal Bureau of Investigation Dan Bongino as fakes who were not interested in defending the Constitution. He said that when he took power in a future role, he would restore the Constitution and the Bill or rights back to what the founders of the nation had intended. Arriving 2 minutes after 3 p.m., DeCastro seemed unbothered that his print shop was closed, and he was unable to retrieve his teaching materials. He said he'd pick up the material on another day, then began the 30-minute ride home. The YouTuber briefly appeared to mock Lane Myers and the Free Lane Myers movement, before going into the situation surrounding Craig Henry. DeCastro said that Henry wanted him to open a new GoFundMe on Henry's behalf to raise the $12,000 needed for Craig's bond in Sullivan County, Indiana. While DeCastro did not balk at the idea, he did say that Henry wouldn't need the money for months, as he's currently incarcerated in Vermilion County, Indiana, on other charges. He eventually said he'd get about to creating one and then put it up on the community page of his YouTube channel. Turning his attention to his refiling of his Ironton, Ohio, lawsuit in Nevada, he said that he was filing for an extension to respond to both motions to dismiss in the case. He said that the motions were fundamentally flawed because the case was dismissed without prejudice and without resolution of his claims. He assured his fans victory, as the non-prejudice meant that he could refile the case wherever he liked until the merits of the case were heard. He seemed unconcerned about the multiple delays he'd already caused in the lawsuit, with him completely missing last week's deadlines to reply to the motions to dismiss, let alone missing the service deadline extension for months without explanation. DeCastro then went into a case where he's helping someone get his gun ownership rights back. He said he had signed an NDA in the case, then went over almost all aspects of the case with his viewers without providing information on the person he was helping. The YouTuber also indicated that he may be farming out some of the work on the case to his growing AI team. Finally, DeCastro said that there was nothing wrong with crying in court and again excused his own crying in court last year as dealing with a situation where he thought he'd be killed when he returned to the jail. Again, no details were given as to why he'd think that, but he blamed Judge Zimmerman, who handled that hearing, for not releasing him upon request.